Hi students, welcome to the video session. Today we are going to learn the poem The Rock and the Bubble by Louisa May Alcott. Louisa May Alcott was an American writer and poet. She wrote novels, short stories and poems. Her most famous work was Little Women, which was a novel partly based on her life. Now let us go through the summary of the poem. In this poem, a beautiful rainbow-hued bubble is floating along in the sea, reveling in her own beauty when suddenly she finds that her path was blocked by a rock. She shouts at the rock and demands that he move out of her way. The rock very politely tells her that he cannot do so. The bubble loses her temper and resolves to push the rock out of her way. But she dashes against the rock and breaks into pieces. The Rock and the Bubble is a didactic poem on the importance of humility and patience and the perils of arrogance and pride. Here, the poet has personified the rock, the bubble, the waves, and the seabirds, and has woven a moral into their conversation. The poem also has a gentle rhythm to it, which makes it a treat to recite and listen to. Now let us read and understand the poem.
Oh, a bare brown rock stood up in the sea. The waves at its feet danced merrily. A bright little bubble came sailing by, and thus to the rock did it gaily cry, "Oh, bare brown stone, make way for me. I'm the fairest thing in all the sea. See my rainbow robe and crown of light. See my glittering foam, so airy and bright. O'er the waters blue I am floating away, to dance by the shore with the foam and spray. Then let me pass, for the waves are strong, and their rippling feet bear me fast along." But the great rock stood in the midst of the sea, and looking down, said pleasantly, "Little friend, you must go some other way. I have not moved this many a day. Billows have dashed, and fierce winds blown, but my sturdy form is not overthrown. Nothing can stir me in air or sea. Then how can I move, little bubble, for thee?" Then the waves all laughed in their voices sweet, and the seabirds looked from their rocky seat at the foolish bubble, who loudly cried, while its round cheek glowed with angry pride, "You shall move for me, and you shall not mock at what I say, you rough old rock. Be still, rude birds, why stare you so? Stop laughing, waves, and let me go, for I am the queen of the ocean here, and this unkind stone cannot make me fear." And dashing rudely up with a scornful word, the foolish bubble broke, and the rock never stirred. Then the seabirds whispered, sitting in their nests, to the downy little ones lying neath their breasts, "Be not like the bubble, headstrong and vain, seeking by violence your object to gain. Be like the rock, steadfast and strong, yet cheerful and friendly, and firm against wrong. So mind, little birdlings, and wiser you may be, for the lesson of the bubble and the rock in the sea."
Now let us go through the word meanings. Gaily, happily. O'erthrown, another form of overthrown. Mock, make fun of. Scornful, expressing contempt. Dirty, covered in fine, soft feathers. Headstrong, proud. Steadfast, firm. Birdlings, young birds. Students, keep reading the poem, learn the word meanings and first 8 lines of the poem. Thank you for learning along. Thank you and have a wonderful day.